I'm Professor Dr. Vivek Gupta, Senior Cardiologist in Apollo Hospital, New Delhi. And today is 26th of September. We are in TCT in San Francisco. It's a large conference, and I had the privilege of sending one case and presenting one case, which was presented earlier in the oral presentation. And also, this is the place where we have put up our case of challenging case. It's a rotablation case of right coronary artery. And we can now discuss about this case very briefly. And this is a case of 84-year-old male, unstable angina with calcified vessels and LMCA with double vessel disease. We did a rotablation of and POBA of right coronary artery. So this was done in about 2 years back, and I have no disclosure statement to do. As you can see, this is the left angiogram. I don't see the video here, which shows the mid-LAD lesion with a very tight mid-LAD and ostial LMCA about 70%. It's not visible here, but in the video it's there. So the left angio showed tight mid-LAD lesion, the ostial LMCA lesion. Patient was a classical case because the patient had also had a right coronary artery, which was having a very tight calcified lesion in the mixed segment. So this was actually a classical case of double vessel disease with left main coronary artery, where we had to do a bypass surgery. Patient age is 84-year-old, and he was having a comorbidities of lung disease and mild kidney dysfunction. Patient decided not to go for bypass surgery given the high risk for CABG. So we had two options. Either we should do a left main coronary artery and LAD and RC in the one sitting, or we should do a right coronary artery first, and then of course we should decide to do the next stage PCI for the left main coronary artery. So as we saw this one, that we started doing this angioplasty of right, and PTCI stent was attempted to right coronary artery. It looked easy, but even 1.5 millimeter balloon, failed to cross despite having double wire and everything. So two wires could not facilitate the crossing of the lesion. So two wires also failed to facilitate crossing of the lesion. As you can see, the balloon is here, and the balloon was not going through because of the calcified lesion. So what to do? So we thought that we should, again we discussed with the patient, can we go ahead with the bypass surgery? Patient refused again because with a high risk bypass surgery, and nobody wants to take high risk at the age of 84. So what we do, we thought we should do an option of the rotablation of the RC lesion. Of course, we always do in the RC, whenever you do rotablation, always post a temporary pacemaker implantation.
So I tried to print it.
So the steps of the rotablation was that we did the rota guide wire, but it was not able to cross even the wire. The rota guide wire, which is not having symmetry, failed to cross the lesion. We used the whisper guide wire to facilitate crossing the rota wire deep enough into the RCA. Now you can see there are two wires. One is whisper wire, and then the rota wire was facilitated through the whisper wire. So now coming the step, the rota guide wire eventually placed distally, and we remove the whisper wire. So now we have the rota wire here distally with temporary pacemaker, and of course now we are set to go for the rotablation. So rotablation machine was set up, and 1.5 millimeter rota bar was used to cross, but unfortunately multiple attempts required. Rota bar could not cross the lesion. It was stopping here. With a good optimal rotational speed, it was crossing, stopping here. What to do? So we finally decided again to do multiple attempts were there. So attempts required, rota bar not crossing the lesion, guide catheter was jutting back. That means the rota wire was coming till this place with optimal rotational speed, but it was not going inside the crossing the lesion. But unfortunately, the rota bar just reached the lesion with guide catheter jutting back, and then multiple attempts required, finally crossed. So we were happy that finally the rota wire was rotablation tip was going to this, and we could multiple such attempts were done. 3 such passes or rota were made, and then you can see here that result was quite satisfactory. I will show in the video later on. Result was quite satisfactory, and the rota wire was removed, and the whisper guide wire used for further dilatation before planning the stenting. Before planning the stenting, we thought we should do pre-dilatation with the balloon, which is always required. 2.5 millimeter balloon was not able to cross the lesion. We thought that after the 1.5 millimeter burr, 2.5 millimeter balloon will be able to cross, but unfortunately it did not cross. So we came down to 2 millimeter balloon to cross the lesion, and with great difficulty and dilatation done at 18 atmospheric pressure. So such was the quality of the lesion, highly calcific, that despite 1.5 millimeter burr, the balloon of 2.5 millimeter did not cross. So we had to satisfy ourselves with a 2 millimeter balloon. So finally the rota step was there. The final result is stent-like result, and we decided not to stent it. Why? As we were pretty sure that stent will not cross when 2.5 mm was not going, how the stent will cross. To conclude, highly calcific lesion in a double vessel disease with LMCA, not amenable to bypass surgery or high risk for bypass surgery, treated successfully with Rota to RCA without stent, with stent-like result. The stent was deferred in view of difficulty in crossing the lesion. Patient is on clinical follow-up for last 2 years and not having any adverse event. So this patient who had a difficult rotablation, finally we treated with COBA following the rotablation. We have not further attempt to do the NMCA. He's on medical treatment. He's not having major angina. He's not moving too much. He's 84-year-old. The patient has not had their green, but clinically he's doing well. So such optimal revascularization, sometimes you have to really satisfy yourself. And very important point which I want to tell, that never overdo. We could have done again 2.5 mm balloon, we could have tried with 2 wires, 3 wires, and perhaps we would have been able to put a stent. But we were having a stent-like result, no dissection. I always tell all my juniors, you should know when to stop. Because otherwise you may land up with a complication, you may have dissection, you may have no reflow, and you cannot put a stent, and you have mess up the whole thing. You should know when to stop and do the optimal work with the best result. So what our Prime Minister says, minimum governance, maximum government. It's the same thing, the minimum work, the maximum achievement. You don't overdo it. So minimum government, maximum governance. That means minimum usage of the material, you achieve the best. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is a stent-like result with the COBA following rotablation of right coronary arteries. Stent was deferred. Patient is clinically alright. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is 26th of September 2019, Thursday morning in San Francisco, TCT 2019, which is being organized by Greg Stone and Martin Leon. Thank you for watching this video. Dr. Vivek Gupta from San Francisco.